that the reason for which I'm here is going to be heard, and that is education. This word seems a bit complex, but it simply means the right to learning.
How many children are not achieving minimum proficiency levels in reading and mathematics?
Like 400 million?
An estimated 617 million children and adolescents of primary and lower secondary school age worldwide, more than 50% were not achieving minimum proficiency levels in reading and mathematics. How many girls in developing countries are not in school?
1 in 10?
More than 1 in 4 girls are not in school in developing countries. Where does most of the global illiterate population live?
Southeast.
Half of the global illiterate population lives in South Asia, and a quarter lives in sub-Saharan Africa.
Many argue that the lack of education is something that should be solved through the private sector. Oprah Winfrey has a leadership academy for girls in South Africa, Shakira donated $6 million to a school in her hometown in Colombia, and LeBron James founded the I Promise School. But that isn't enough. In January, a conference garnered $2.3 billion from donors, but was still $3.1 billion short of what they expected. If one country is better off, then we are all better off globally, which is why education must be an issue approached by both the public and private sector. We need our ruling governments to pitch in to realize that the well-being of one country can lead to opportunities for themselves.
Most experts agree that domestic resource mobilization must be the primary funding source for national education systems. However, public-private partnerships and innovative financing models, such as pension funds and pooled funds, could help fill the gaps. Over the last 10 years, aid funding for education has dropped to less than 10% of global official development assistance, leaving much of the financing to national governments that don't necessarily prioritize education. One way to offset this disparity would be an organization such as the International Finance Facility for Education, which will combine grants from contributing countries to create a base to lend to countries that show a commitment to their education system.
We should change the definition of what the classroom entails. Beyond structured classrooms, knowledge can be acquired during conference-style seminars, community-based meetings, or even during group sports events, none of which include a typical teacher and school desk setting. In 1 of 3 countries, less than 3/4 of teachers are trained to national standards, resulting in 130 million children enrolled in school who are not even learning the basics. We have to reshape our understanding of education and how effective our education models are around the world.
Let us pick up our books and our pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world.